morning, America. How are you? Good morning, my Nigerians. How are you? It's nice to see everyone here today. Especially the fact that it's been raining like cats and dogs in Benin. I don't know how that is in the other part of Nigeria, but Benin's own is like when it starts raining, when it pours, it rains. Anyway, my caption today is that we are late not because we were the one that has everything going for us, but we got a little bit stumbled. What I mean by stumbled is that we got thrown under the bus, and we've not been able to get out of that place where we got thrown into. So in effect, we are late, but we are not late. But the caption of today is that we can do this. Si se pueda. Yes, we can. We can do this, and I'm very positive about that statement. We can do this. We go fit do one. You know hard make we do. Only what we will need to do is say make we remember saying, for example, if you look at New York Times, there was a time when even an in-law were made a CEO of New York Times. I think it's Salenza. Okay, if you go back to Walmart, you will see that the person, the father-in-law of Walton was the one that gave him enough money to get started, millions of dollars to get started. So if you look at that, that's the Western way. The way they have been doing this for millions and millions of years. Okay, when you look at it from the angle of in Nigeria, I just read yesterday that there was a guy who was governor who said that Tinubu was the one that paid, that came to him and told him to run for office, and he told Tinubu I'm poor, and Tinubu literally financed the project to make him to become governor. I think it's also in Oyo or Osun or Ogun State. One of those governors, I think Ashibiti Adeleke or something like that, his brother literally just bankrolled him. Okay? If you look at these two, we in the South are just getting ready to start doing what the Northerners have done in large quantity. So, for example, when I say that, Dangote went ahead and said, okay, I think it's Babangida. I thought Babangida was poor, but Dangote put 4 billion when he was writing his memoir, when he came out with his memoir, and said that if in 4 years things don't get no better, he'll put another 4 billion again. So there are these Northerners who are they do more than we Southerners, or we Southerners. When I say Southern, I'm talking about both East, West, East. I'm talking about both in the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. So the reason I'm bringing this up today is because I want you guys to know that there is hope. No matter the contrary wind that kind of blows and kills a migrating bird, they do help them to soar to to the needed elevation. When everything appears to be against you, you know that something divides them to make you to rise. Because when there's no enemy, there's no fight. And when there's no fight, there's no victory. And when there's no victory, there's no crown. So let's get that into our head and just know that yes, we can. Sisi Buddha. That's my short clip for today. And what I gave the example of Walmart, and I also gave the example of the in-law from New York Times, and I spoke about how Tinubu got that guy going, and I also talked about what I didn't talk about right now is that in Bayelsa, where Jonathan is from, there is a gentleman there who is currently trying to put a coalition together where he's contacting some 3 billionaires in the northern part of the country, knowing that at this point in time we have 4 years that a southerner can become a president. He's trying to get Jonathan to run. I don't think that's what that game plan is. And this story should be trending. That's one of them. The title of this clip today is that this is what should be trending. He's doing that because I have also read inside the article how he has hung out with Tinubu in the villa, which means Tinubu, they may have made a promise, because that's what I think is different between Tinubu and many. It's different. It's not what makes a lot of the world a dangerous place is because of that secrecy that somebody like Tinubu keep keeping. Like, for example, he went in there and bankrolled somebody to become governor, career and everything. After he has done that, that puts that guy into what you call a slave boy to him. He's not going to be able to get out of his wing no more. He's going to die there. So the point I'm making there is that the coalition that they are putting together is when the guy went in and go and start hanging out with Tinubu, they are making a secret that they want to make sure that Obi is not going to become president. That's the game plan. So long as Tinubu just secretly told the guy, so long as the guy is not going to be president, that's only what matters to me. Secretly, they're going to go in and make that work. That's very scary because people are constantly not happy with me because I am like Obi. I spill my guts almost everywhere I go. I spill it in such a way that if anyone out there who is my sidekick doesn't like my openness and have a way of trying to make me to kind of stomp on me. What I mean by that is that he or she wants to make me to wear like a form of, let's say, intimidation. You want to intimidate me in a way, which nobody can intimidate me anyway. He wants to intimidate, or she wants to intimidate me. When he's trying to do that, the person would then shoot from the hip and then go away. But so long as I have given all the nuggets all over the place in the ring, the person will definitely come back, because that's what Reverend Father said. There was a guy in the church that was gone for almost like 10 years and came back. As soon as he came in, he gave 100,000 naira to the church. What the father said, Reverend Father said, was that no matter how long you're going to be gone, you're going to come back again. What I'm saying is that no matter how many times people may have said that, oh, Idada is very vocal, he says, shut up, and then go and be a crook. That's not going to work with me. They know that. Everybody know that. But there's going to be this rationale where people are still going to try to be try to intimidate me or stuff like that. I'm going to stop there. And I think I've covered a lot of the area because I want to give credit to those who is due. I got credit for two people. He's late, may his soul rest in peace. He was the one that was my sponsor to the United States. Then, my sponsor from the United States again is my caregiver, which is Igada family, headed by Dr. Osayi Komode. So, I'm giving credit to those who is due. We are late, and I want to say that, but we are not the late. We are the late tribe. We are late. We are the late tribe, but we are not the late. We are the late tribe, but we are not the late tribe. We are late, but we are not the late tribe. We are late, but we are not the late tribe. We are late to a lot of the things that was ours, like the Egyptian, everything they stole from Egypt and all that bunch of stuff that they took back. But we can go back and get our stuff together by following, go buy my book, start a club, house, and stuff like that. And the most recent part of my journey is going to be having the last part of the media deliverables is going to be the YouTube. It has been trending for a little bit now because people can download it, go listen to it when they are washing dishes or when they are driving in their car and stuff like that. So I have always made YouTube, but I have not been able to do that. I'm trying to get it through maybe Apple. So if there's anyone, and this is what has already been put into my face that I need help. I told the person that I could have used a sidekick's help, but the person has jackpot. Because when I came back from the States, that's what the first thing I told the person. I said, they told me that you're going to be the Alpha and Omega, you can help me out. But the person, when I say a word, he can finish the sentences, but he never did follow through with any of the work. So somebody's telling me because of the mundane task of doing social media that I'm getting very, very, my anxiety get really, really out of order because yesterday I did deliver a speech which was saying that 1 out of 3 people are technophobia, which means they are scared of technology, and it's even more in Africa. Let me quickly close my whole thing up by saying that I would love to hate Tinubu, but he kept coming up with small little things that made me feel long time ago that he was the only one that was qualified to be the president, or he was the only one, he was better off him being the president because he was at the belly of the beast and he dipped them and he came back. He was the one that is more qualified. He kept going back to where I want to hail him, but everything he's coming out from his arsenal gets a little bit very interesting because he has been with the white people, he has break bread with them like I did. They cannot marginalize me, ostracize me, or dehumanize me. They can dehumanize Obi no matter how slick you think he is. So what the point I'm making here is that he's gone to Caribbean, and it's one of my deliverables about a month ago. I said that there are 3 enclaves: the Caribbeans, Americans, and the African. Those are the 3 areas where people of African descent has a lot of firepower. He's gone now for a vacation there for 8 days. And I'm very much, I just hold him to high esteem because he didn't go to, even though he was going to France a lot, but he went to Caribbean, and he doesn't want to come out to say that I am I am out to help black people out. But that is one of his strategy. That's where me and he have something we are in bed together. It's 234-70-33-62-7981. 234-70-33-62-7981. azimiko5@gmail.com. We are already there. If you are backpedaling on what you think you can do to come and get your own card, according to that guy who said, "Come and get your wushy. Come and get your own wushy right now, because if you miss out of it, you're gone." There were people that had Walmart when he was starting his own store. There were people around him that he told to come around. They didn't come around. Those who came around and hang out with him, they are all billionaires. They became very, very wealthy. So that's where mine is a little bit different because of my age. Omi oko, omi oko, aheriwa, won para wa omi oko. Let me give a shout out to my adopted family, or mommy and family. Emi oko, aheriwa, won para wa emi oko. Emi oko.